Hello, I am the Ronin Bald, and welcome to the Tournament of Clustertruck 2021. AJ's here, and I'm feeling good. Just a bit of a hangover from a nap that I had. That's the kind of thing that I'm having a CFS day. AJ, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling all right. I hope you feel better.
It'll come back to me as soon as somebody takes their first death in Clustertruck. I sap my life force off of the misery of others, so that's all that we need. So we got ourselves another race here today. We're gonna be, hi, by the way, everybody in chat. Unwanted Diminu, Make It Pies, Mosaic Task Force, TF, Cerastus 29, Sandwich Master, Noah Craw, AJ. I'm just throwing those in because they're all here. I know that one.
Oh, wait, I'm here. Crazy.
We got ourselves a continuing race. Are we on? I think we're on race day 6, 5. I can't keep track anymore. I think we're up to like the 6th.
I think it's more than one.
It's
could more than one.
And who have we got? We've got Noah Craw and Sandwich back in the lower bracket, both runners who we have seen run before. And they're going to be running noAbility % today. Noah's got a bit of a rainbow over. What did you draw for that? Put it nearer to the camera. Bring it back. I want to see it again.
Okay. It's a Bible, I think. And then there's a weird sandwich thing.
Oh, because of the... Right, you should have drawn a large boat with a lot of animals in it. I don't associate...
True,
That's not a Bible story. You know, there's all that sex going on in it between all those different
True.
zoo animals.
Well, we don't know.
It's a very hot
Noah's pretty
story.
popular.
Hello, the Light Guy 89. How is it going? I am, I'm feeling great. Sleep schedule's been out of whack, and today woke up nice and early, and I'm like, cool, back on a good sleep schedule. I love it when I'm waking up at 5 a.m., you know? It's like you got the whole day ahead of you, and you get things started before anybody else is up, feel good about it. And by about 11 a.m., I was like, why did I do this to myself? And I went down for a nap, and so I'm completely awake since about... let's see, that'd be 50 minutes ago. 50 minutes ago. I did take a shower, though. Slept a little bit on the bottle. How are you? How are you, AJ? Oh, I already asked that. So, welcome to the Clustertruck tournament. Enough about me. What about racing? What about racing? We got a noAbility percent run ahead of us. Noah, Craw, and Sandwich going at it in the lower bracket. Noah, an accomplished noAbility, noUtility percent runner. Sandwich, I'm sorry, Sandwich. I just woke. I don't know what's Sandwich's mainstay. Do you? There's a lot of people in this tournament. There's like 16, 17 of these people. I can't remember all the little people. You know, I'm an artist over here. You know, just set up the lights, turn the microphones on, and get the fuck away from me.
Honestly, I just came back here from like a 2-hour meeting, so I don't have everything set up either. We're all very set up here, but
we're batting 1,000 a day.
I don't have Sandwich's information.
I do remember that Sandwich is one of the two runners that we've seen here today who declared. I've also put up speed runs in getting over it with Bennett Foddy. Which means, you know, if you're going to take that into account and say, well, we're running noAbility percent today. noAbility is a very death-prone, frustrating so, you know, Sandwich could have the leg up here over Noah just in having played getting over it with Bennett Foddy. Oh, yeah. TF in chat is saying, hey, there's colored trucks. Yeah, Noah is cheating today for this race. He's modded his... I don't know how he's got... But he's got rainbow trucks. So watch him closely. Look for splicing. Oh my god. My right arm. There's something wrong with my right arm. It's not. It's just... We should get into this race is what we should do.
Yeah, we should.
Whenever you're ready for a countdown, I'm ready to fall asleep. And
you got the timer ready? I don't. Yeah, of course. I'll rock by everyone. Okay, so let's start the race now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
And the runners, what the hell is going on with the truck? Oh yeah, that's right, rainbow trucks. Noah's got rainbow trucks installed or on, or I don't. AJ, do you have any idea how that's a thing? Because I don't know.
I don't know. There was a lot of development stuff. We were doing a lot of auto splitter stuff, and then Noah's like, yeah, I'm gonna do this now, and it's like, okay. Noah has rainbow trucks now.
I imagine it's an extension of the developer's Twitch integration thing. Is that what's going on here? Using the commands that Landfall Games has to take over your game and change the aspects of the game?
Yeah, something like that.
Or is it less scientific and it's just like a magical injection of Nyan Cat into Clustertruck?
No, I think a science explanation works, but...
Are my internet references dated enough? Nyan Cat, everybody. Remember Nyan Cat?
Yeah, I remember that.
This is not fair for Sandwich. I can't watch Sandwich's run while I got magical flashing neon-colored rainbow trucks on one screen. Alright, I'll make an effort.
Oh, let's see the 1-9 from Noah.
I believe, have both runners taken a death here in World 1? I think I saw Noah take a short death on like 1-8 or 1-7. Oh! All right, coming out of World 1 into World 2 for Noah as Sandwich is moving through 1-9. Noah's going for the old pause bounce up and over World 2. Brings in a time of 6.36. He goes through the tree. We're doing that now? We're not even afraid of trees in the game? This is definitely modded. This is hacked. What's going on?
Yeah, he removed the collisions.
Sandwich is now into World 2 as well, just 2 levels between these runners and noAbility. Sandwich trying to set up for that same pause bounce. I personally haven't put a lot of time into doing this. I kind of like running 2-1, so I don't know how difficult it is exactly. Oh, but Sandwich has got it, and Noah is spending some time just banging his forehead off of some placards here in 2-4.
He looks like he's rocking out with his movement right now.
Yeah, he's definitely jerking the camera back and forth a bit there. All right, he's settling in. Noah, very fast runner, very good movement, but also, he's got the super wide FOV on there, so really he could be walking at 2 miles per hour, and it would also look like he's just cruising.
Oh, Sandwich, no. No! Sandwich slipped and fell and died. Rest in peace.
Noah's setting up for the mega jump. Okay, yep, he's backing out of it and pulling it back on 2-7. A little bit kind of too dangerous to go for on 2-7 in a race like this, I would say, but we've seen him do it before, and I believe we've seen other runners do it as well.
Let's hope he doesn't get too confident this time.
Sandwich moving through 2-5 now, into 2-6. Looking for the, there's a couple of different methods to do 2-6. He's going to try and come up, land the top trucks, get a run, and just wait it out. So, a lot of different ways to do 2-6. I would say that it's the one that we can argue over quite a bit in chat if we want to, in terms of what's going to work out for you without having to take a reset most often, and everybody's got their own little way, don't they? I tend to just take a 9.5 second clear out of there and not risk the death, but...
I do the same. Some people are just a bit crazy, though. Just a bit crazy. 3-2. Let's see if Noah goes for the... Oh! He's
gone for the straight-in full speed, and he gets the 3-2. Holy crap. That takes a lot of speed and a lot of careful control over your movement to make that speed, and just basically 1-2 jumps at the beginning of 3-2 to make that come out.
It's very insane.
And Sandwich is fighting 2-10. One of the very heavy RNG moments in noAbility right at the early bit of the game here. You very much are at the whim of these trucks. Anytime you see a truck going over, up, down, sideways, across a hill, it's not a good thing for consistency, but Sandwich has pulled it off, made it out of World 2 and into World 3 with Noah, who is now moving through threes. One of these
dancing
things.
Around.
Man, it's so weird for me because he's got such a wide FOV on there to see 3-7 from that distance. I have no idea when he should jump with this 120 FOV or whatever it is he's running.
It's so you can see behind him, I guess. I wonder what our FOV is in real life. Is it like 90?
92.
I don't know.
No, I have no idea.
92?
Just make up a number.
Okay, I was like...
Trust Dr. Pawn.
I mean, I would have believed you. You said 92. You said it pretty convincing.
It could be right. There's a reason that number is in my head. But I would say there's definitely separation between these two runners now, and 3:10 could be a big stopping point for Sandwich. But we just got 4 levels between them, and this is a closer race than I honestly expected. Noah being a primary noUtility runner and having put a lot of time into noAbility, I expected him to pull away real quick. Sandwich is keeping up admirably.
And it's really completing levels without dying, I tell you. It's all about the not dying.
Yeah, noAbility. That's the secret to this category. You actually don't have to go fast. Just don't die.
Oh shoot, the trucks killed themselves. You're next.
in ways, you know, I'm a primary noAbility percent runner, and in at least a certain way, when I was running for, you know, I'm at the place where I'm running for second rank when I'm running at Sandwich, clearing 310 very nicely there. When I'm running at for second place, the difference between me and Wolfie, who's got first place, is huge in terms of the amount of speed that I even try to go for through the game. But, you know, second place is easy. Just because I'm not dying. Not because I'm going particularly fast.
Become the immortal phoenix.
noA fighting one of the nastier levels here in Laser World to let him through. This is 4-6, 4-7 rather.
Oh, the truck's just spinning out. Oh.
That's that choke point right in the middle of 4-7. There's a little hole where if one truck grazes the side of the wall, basically all of them are going to... Oh, look at noA.
Why?
Just flying through it at full speed. But yeah, 4-7, 4 whatever. There's a pocket in there, and if the trucks mess up...
Oh my god, Sandwich, no, don't
Sandwich,
flip.
what are you doing?
Please don't pay attention to you. Please don't kill yourself.
Still just 4 levels between these two runners as noA enters 410. We have ourselves a close race here. noA getting a little bit late to the front of 410. As long as he makes contact with those two trucks, he is out nonetheless, and noA having spent quite a bit of time in 4-7, if Sandwich can come out of 4-7 in a single clear here, there you go. Keeping this race alive.
noA looks too fast, even though he's not. Oh my god.
Oh, Sandwich! Using a...
Is that a legitimate strategy?
It might be. It looked like he intended it. Get all the speed up? Yeah, alright, he's slowing down this time. But it looked like that was exactly what he was intending. You can absolutely stick to the sides of those little pipes that are holding the lasers in 4-8 there. And if you touch them with a good speed and just the right luck, you'll be able to just sort of take an extra step off of them and keep running. Never seen anyone build that specifically into a strategy, but it is a good way to pull something back if it's not happening for you. Meanwhile, noA has blasted through World 5 here to be in 5-7 already.
Yeah.
Who's punishing?
Oh, no, I meant that Sandwich going for that interesting strat punished him, because then that really gave noA a huge lead, like an extra 2-3 levels of lead over the previous, so... Risky strats are risky in noAbility. Crazy, I know.
I'll be interested to see when noA gets up to 5-10 here. I'm going to assume that he's going to go for the fastest method, including the final popper skip right at the end. It's actually safer if you're a runner in a certain category, if you can get enough speed consistently, and I know that noA can. So here he comes into 5-10, and I expect him to get as much speed as possible from back here, keep it going, take one big jump off of here, land this corner truck, go around the rest of the level to the left, and then from here, build the speed back up, grind off the front of that truck, and go straight into goal for a clear on 5-10. If you can competently put that speed together, then that's actually the safest way to do a very difficult level 5-10.
I will say though, Ronan, it's very depressing when you don't get enough speed, and it looks like you're gonna make the goal, and then you just hit the wall and die.
Yeah.
I've had that happen multiple times.
Me as well. He also took 6-1 at full speed all the way through. That's something that has just become more and more common in noAbility these days. I'm doing it as well. 6-1 has been a dangerous and threatening level to noAbility runners for quite a while now. It's a long world, 20-some seconds long. Oh, noA taking the death on 6-2 there. And it's very high skill to do it at full speed, but I think we've all sort of just come to the place that on 6-1, it's hard enough to do any version of 6-1, you might as well try and do the best of it. Meanwhile, noA is trying to shake it off in 6-2 here, several deaths. Sticking to that truck, now he's just going to slow down, yep, and walk it in.
Sandwich, no, the flame. Flame ate him. The flame ate sandwich. Oh, does that actually make... Oh, it goes through the pillar.
Whoa. On that 6-4 for Noah. All right, Sandwich is into 6 or 5-10 now as well. We see him taking the inside path, and then he's going to come to the front of these trucks. He's going to wait for one of these poppers to shake. Hopefully it shakes before the trucks start moving. He's going to try and get on top of it before the trucks come. He does have enough height. Oh, maybe. Get on the outside.
To the side.
Oh, he catches another popper and manages to bring it in. Damn.
I thought
Dangerous.
For sure he was gonna die.
Yeah, the thing was, I wasn't 1,000% confident that even if he got on the outside, he would have gotten it in. That goal cube does extend far and low below it, but with the speed that he had at that point, the distance he had to clear, I wasn't confident. So he might have made the best choice there.
Nah, maybe. I mean, it worked, so. Oh.
Sandwich is having the same problems that Noah had on 6-2 here. Looks like he's, at least the first try, it looked like he was going for the run right across the tops of the trucks. It's a tricky little thing. You get up a whole bunch of speed, and then you put one foot down as you pass on the truck that's going in front of you and jump straight to goal, leaving yourself all of 3 millimeters between you and the death plane. Is Noah doing a 7-1 old school, not gonna play with any of the cool methods version? It looks like he is.
Yeah.
And he's clearing the level with 20 seconds, so, Sandwich, if you know the 14-second version of that one, then I know where you can save 6 seconds.
But don't die. Don't die.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why Noah did it. It's because he knew he was going to die otherwise. Hey, it's a race, so play it safe.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, well, no. Sandwich due for 6-7. Oh, jeez.
Sandwich going for the between the bars. Come on now, people. Oh, he's doing it again. Oh, he's got it the first try. Don't be shaking your camera while you're in the middle between the next set of bars. Damn it, these runners make me angry with this method. What are you doing? You could have been in 20, 30, 40, 90 seconds ago. You could have been done with the game by now. Stop it. I convinced him.
Yeah, maybe he's... Are you listening to us right now, Sandwich? Pay attention to the race.
That's right. Okay, Noah apparently didn't have too much luck on the level that he's on right now at the beginning, because with his speed, I would have expected him to go for the straight through, keep the speed, don't wait for the trucks down the pipe version of 7.5, but he has taken it that way. Usually you'll see a runner take it that way if they have the other method in pocket, just because there were a lot of missiles in their face at the beginning of 7.5, and it put them over. Sandwich now going for 6.10, through the bars. Through the friggin' bars. Alright. Alright. And Sandwich is also doing the 7-1 that Noah chose, just going to run the level casually, conventionally, the way that the developers intended. And that's what you get, Sandwich! You're a speedrunner. We don't do anything the way the developers intended it.
Oh...
Noah's got some weird timing on this keyhole slot, but he does bring it in on 7-7, now into the longest level of the game, 7-8. This is a level where there's really no reason to mess it up, but the stress of knowing, especially in a race, that you're in the longest level of the game, that this level takes 43 seconds to clear in noAbility, 42 at the best, is the kind of thing that can cause you to make an error and suddenly lose that 42 seconds. And it would be very good for Sandwich right now.
Do a flip, Noah. Do a flip. Don't actually do a flip. No, it's just a prank.
Noah has cleared the longest level in the game, taking everything as safe as possible, going with just a 45-second clear of that level. No attempt to save those last 3 seconds, and I think that's really the way to go in a race. I mean, I would have gone for it,
making it through. Oh! Sandwich immediately annihilated by the missile.
Twice again! Caught in midair. Needs to get ahead of that missile. Once you get ahead of it, it's basically not an issue, and he's ahead of it now. It won't be an issue until the end of the game. Oh, but he gets caught on the back of a truck, stuck underneath the grill with something of that truck. Stuck underneath
more on the
running
outside.
plates. Okay.
Move on the outside.
He's got it now.
Yeah.
No, he gets shot in the face
missile.
by the giant missile. You gotta watch the missile sandwich. Keep your eyes open. Meanwhile, Noah is in 8-3, which is another high, like, difficulty level here, where we could see him have to take several passes. There's the first death. Everything on this level, except for this pack of trucks at the front, is completely reliable. They're always going to move the same way every time once you're to the front of things here, but it's just, there's so much that can go wrong. There's millimeters of space between you and the pipes as you're trying to get past them. 8-3 is one that takes deaths in every category.
True. Actually, talking about 8-3 and no MOV, I found a strategy to do a portable truck and actually land on a truck and go through the pipes at max speed. It's so hard though. It's absolutely hard. I don't know if it's worth it. But time to take deaths in 8-3.
So Noah is making the pass at the middle point of World 8 as Sandwich is coming into the end of Sci-Fi. We've got ourselves a fair gap here. We have seen, I will remind you, the world record holder in this category in the first race that we ever run spend 2 full minutes on 9-10 alone, just trying to get the kind of clear that he was looking for. Now, the other runners may have learned from that and decided they're just going to take it around the long way. But 9-10 is still a stopping point for any runner in noAbility, as is 9-7. So we've got a pretty significant gap going here, but it is not an unclosable one.
I don't think we've actually seen a huge upset and yet where someone's caught up, but it could still very well happen. Still very well.
Yeah, noAbility is such a difficult category that if we were going to see that kind of catching up, then one runner has to struggle a lot more than they would usually expect to, and one runner's got to get a lot luckier than they would usually expect to suddenly swap those positions. But if it's going to happen, it's going to happen in this category. Oh, and Noah bonking his head on that gear as he passes through on this level, and very often throughout Clustertruck you'll find that the visual indicators for things are not the same as their hitboxes, and that gear in particular has about an extra foot worth of space that it can hit you where it's definitely not there, but it's there as far as it's concerned.
Oh, rainbow trucks. Hypnotizing.
And Noah coming into the final level of World 8, or rather coming out of the final level of World 8 and into Hell. Noah has a lot of credentials in Hell. He grinded Hell in noAbility percent for a good long time with the goal of taking a world record, created a whole bunch of new strats that noAbility uses and routing. Hopefully we see one of them right here in 9-2 because he's very good at this, having invented it. It does not look like he got it. He slipped off and went to a backup on that, but he was setting up for a super high speed clear of 9-2 there.
Yeah.
And in 9-3, he's got a lot of speed.
No.
Oh, and he's climbed up. This is a completely viable strat for noAbility. You climb those crucifixes, wait out some RNG, and push to the end of the level. I wish I would have been able to see what the timer was on that, because it was probably faster than the average, which is 20 seconds. He might have taken that out with 18, even though he had to climb a crucifix to make it happen.
So I didn't even know that was a legitimate strategy. I thought that was oh fuck, I screwed up. I need to get carried up now.
Lot of speed through 9.5 here now. Just want to carry it across to the front
my God,
trucks.
Sandwich.
Take a giant jump forward. Sandwich dancing on the
Sandwich went
trucks
for
in
the
World
pause
8.
skip on this.
Oh, really? Get hit by the tip of the truck as it's coming up and try and pause it on just the right frame.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't work, but oh my God. Chill! It's a race!
And Noah is now into
9-7.
Cerberus, the three-headed dog of Satan here in hell. The level where there are RNG scenarios in this level where you never even had an option to clear it, and he takes his first death through 9-7. Shouldn't be too off-putting. 9-7, you know, claiming at least one death from you is just... That's the toll you pay when you try to cross the river Styx here. And you see he's got these trucks that are just sitting there. They're not even going anywhere. But these two trucks should be viable if they keep going, if they make this turn fast enough to get him past this lava that is rising in the level. He's got to stay. He's shifting his weight to the left to try and stay there. He makes the jump and he's out of 9-7. A one-death 9-7 in this category is sadly something you sigh with relief over. Congratulate yourself. All right, I only took one death in 9-7. Hooray, I'm such a good runner. Oh, and Noah going for a mega jump to get this level started a little bit earlier at the top of the chain. He's got tons of speed here. If he can carry it through to the front trucks, that's the problem with trying to keep the speed through this level. It's definitely doable, but you have to figure out a whole bunch of patterns to make it happen. And now he's into the final level of the game and going for the pause bounce. Third attempt, he's got something that sends him up there. He's still got to hit this button right. He's got it.
Nice.
And Noah is out of noAbility in 23 minutes and 32-ish seconds or so. Sandwich has moved into hell, meanwhile. It was a very good, very quick 9-10 for Noah. Just 3 or 4 attempts in order to get it. That's faster than climb skip, I think.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly though, that was a really good time. It was like a 23 something, right? That means the IGT is going to be like 22, and so that might even beat my PB. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll be interested to look at the leaderboards after this and see if Noah just PB'd noAbility or not.
I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't, since he got a lot of recent PBs, but. Yeah, like Ronan, do we accept to run the rainbow trucks is the real question. Well, I guess I'm not but yeah, whatever.
Okay, so Sandwich is in 9-5 now, running across the tops of these trucks, and just trying to make sure that he doesn't get crushed beneath the falling crucifixes. If you don't move fast enough through that level, those crucifixes crumble behind you, can throw off debris, and slam you into the ground. So that's something to look out for. Climbing the hill on 9-6. Just want to make a jump, connect with one of these trucks, and keep moving. I tend to do a mega jump. Well, not even really a mega jump, a high-speed nose magnetism grind at the top of there to keep my speed and get going. But now we've got Sandwich into Cerberus here, into 9-7. I liked that. I watched back one of the earlier races when we came up with that name, and it just seems appropriate for this hell dog of a level.
Cerberus. Okay.
So far, things are going actually reasonably well for Sandwich in 9-7. Just hold on to it. He's got a first try clear of 9-7. Beautiful. And into 9-8, this is another level that usually if you get through 9-7 in one pass, then 9-8's gonna kill you. Just, there you go. Just one of them's gotta get you. It's the 2 pennies on your eyes.
Oh, don't get hit by the other one.
Oh, why was he sticking to the right? Should have been running the left side of those trucks to avoid that one. The hitboxes on these rolling pentagrams are, as so many things in the game, larger than the object itself. But he gets through it on the third pass and into 9-9. Just needs to climb the chain, and honestly, climbing the chain is in and of itself a little bit of a challenge. The trucks behave very oddly on this incline. get some speed and start moving across these trucks. Big threat to casual player and runners here is that it's actually raining trucks, hallelujah, on this level. You'll see them falling from the clouds above, but he's cleared 9-9 in one pass into 9-10, looking for that pause bounce clear. And going for the second pass try as well, which is entirely reasonable and he's got the jump. It looks like he's just going to set up, use it to get to the top, and then set up for a nice easy push in, and that puts him in with a 27.07. Nice. We've got both runners in here, and I'm professional, and so I have totally stopped the timer on the 27.07. So let's go to those leaderboards, AJ, because I really want to find out where this puts Noah, what his PB is showing as on the leaderboards, given that he just put up a 23:30 by RTA here.
So, I mean, by RTA, 23:30 is going to be like 5th place, but as for IGT, we don't really know. I know it's going to be around there, though, 5th to 3rd. So, interesting. But as for the PB for Noah, we don't know what his PB really is because he hasn't really submitted it recently. But I know it's like better. How about we ask Noah right now? What do you think about that, Ronan? Want to ask Noah?
No, I was going to, just say what's his PB on the lead. What's his verified PB? Why is it that people consider their PBs the things that they haven't actually submitted yet? Like if it's your PB, then
it's like
submit it. Otherwise, don't claim it.
Okay. Let's talk with Noah, though. How about that? Okay. Let's interrogate Noah. What does Noah
Mr.
think?
Craw, are you there?
Hello.
Are you with us? Hello. So what did we just see here today, Noah? Because you pulled in something around a 23:32 is my guess. And did we just see a PB in this category?
22:47. Yeah, 8 seconds PB.
22:47 by IGT.
Yep.
Congratulations, GG. Hell of a run. How does that look on the leaderboards, AJ, by the way? 22:47 IGT.
Wait, does that mean I beat Trixie?
Yeah, by 6 seconds.
Hey, suck it, Trixie.
The only thing is...
I hope you recorded that locally.
Man.
We're, that's the thing is... You're gonna have to buy me some flowers if you want me to verify your rainbow trucks run to the leaderboards, Noah.
Yeah.
Actually, save the flowers. Send me a case of Strohs. But a very good run there. What did you have trouble with? There was something
6-2 mainly.
Innocuous, right? 6-2.
Yeah, 6-2. Sure. I don't know what happened. No comment, honestly. But yeah, it was a pretty decent run up until then because my previous field runs I've been fucked over by Medieval pretty hard, but Medieval went pretty well this run. And then I come into Ancient, and then 6-2 is just like, no.
Well, and knowing you as a runner, I'm actually thinking that the reason you put up a PB today is because you were in a race, and I saw you pulling out some very safe strats. You, as a runner, run too fast, sir. There are things that you cannot confidently pull off, and that you have to rely on the RNG, and that pulling back, I think, is what got you a PB today.
I've been implementing a few backups here and there, yeah. For example, I think on 2.9 my mega jump didn't work, and I turned around. And normally I just try to go for it.
When we commented on both you and Sandwich for just the casual clear of 7-1.
7, yeah, but I don't know 7-1. Even when I do like a regular PB attempt that isn't in a race, I just do it like that because I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, really the time save is only 4 seconds anyway for the average version, and then 6 seconds for the other one. So yeah,
not really worth it.
Yeah, certainly not in a race. Sandwich, you had a very good run here today as well. 27 minutes, and I think we said about 7 seconds to the button press. How do you feel about this race?
I PB'd by 2 minutes 30.
Oh, damn.
Double PBs. GG to all the runners here.
Honestly, Honestly, Sandwich, if it wasn't for like I guess the end game, I think it would have been PB by like 4 minutes or something like that. Because it was the beginning was actually pretty good. Because you're like
Yeah.
close to Noah the whole time almost, right? Like 5 away.
Yeah, we
6,
had
7?
just 4 levels
Really?
of separation between the two of you, straight up into medieval world.
Oh, damn.
I was playing out of my mind for the first bit.
Very nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of specific place where you got hung up. Do you remember anything that sticks out to you, Sandwich?
The missiles. The missiles.
Oh, the
my
missiles, the
God.
big missiles. 7-4.
I got hit by the missiles like 5 times.
Just the one big
Missiles.
missile, too. You got to move a little bit to one side, man. You kept running down the middle and getting hit by it, and then you'd get past it, and it's like, all right, and then you got the just worst luck, and you'd have this giant missile just aimbot you in midair, hit you in the forehead in the middle of a jump. Sometimes it's worth it, though, having those stories.
I'm pretty sure I had issues on 6-7 just for the memes, and then 9-8 was a bit rough.
But you know what? You got the first clear pass in 9-7, and as AJ and I were saying, if you get through 9-7 without a death on the first pass, 9-8 is going to get you.
Oh, that explains why I got it first try.
Oh, yeah.
You dead once in 197.
You take the one death in 9-7, you've paid the toll to Cluster Satan. Well, thank you both for the run. That was a good race. 2 new PBs from both of the runners in this one. Congratulations to everybody.
Thank you.
And that means that we're moving into our first race day midstream break here. We're going to take ourselves a bit of a break and set up with the next 2 runners because we have another race ahead. Who have we got on the docket next?
Well,
Wolfie
I believe
and...
it's Wolfie and CringeyBabey, I'm pretty sure, right?
CringeyBabey. CringeyBabey.
Yeah.
There's a lot of E's in CringeyBabey's name. But yeah, stay tuned with us across this break because we're going to have another race coming up here in, is it noUtility %?
Yes, it is. noUtility.
Okay. So we will be back in just however many minutes it takes us. Don't push me. So stay tuned as AJ needs to draw something too. Give us some time. We'll be back in a minute.
Some time.
I've clicked the wrong button. Hello, I am the Ronin Bald, and welcome back to Clustertruck 2021 Speedrunning Tournament of Champions. AJ is with us as always, because, it's not a new... I said welcome back. We've got our second race for the day coming up here. And it's going to be between CringeyBabey and Wolfii. AJ, what do we know about CringeyBabey? Ooh. What?
Yeah, we have a mosaic.
Is CringeyBabey's side of that thing is bloody? What is this? Is it leaking? Is it cracked? It's cringeworthy.
Yeah, it's TikTok. Cracked TikTok.
So yeah, we've got Wolfii and CringeyBabey coming up in this next race in the noUtility percent, where what they've got to work with there is levitation and nothing else, if I recall correctly. But what do we know about CringeyBabey?
Oh, CringeyBabey. I totally have all the survey information open for screen. Okay, now I do.
Right at your fingers, yeah.
Oh, well, actually, I don't see anything there. I don't know if we have a color column. Mystery, yeah, it's a mystery.
He's a mystery, CringeyBabey. Well, they're a mystery.
Wait, I think I remember. I think was it Cringy any percent? I think is what it is. I think that's what it is. Let me go check. Oh no, the names don't match. Probably.
Wait a second.
Oh, but, okay, but I know stuff about Wolfii though. I know stuff about Wolfii. How about that? Does that work?
I don't know. You drew a Pac-Man wolf there, so.
I mean, I think it's Pogger's wolf, but I think apparently there's a new PogChamp mode too. That's interesting if you look at the people in the chat. But okay, but Wolfii is actually the world record holder for noAbility, and he was the former world record for noUtility, and he has some noAbility world records. So he's a pretty big man, as we say, pretty big.
And I believe holds the current third rank in any percent.
For now.
As I have looked at the runs that are awaiting moderation check, and someone on this screen right now at least purports to have beaten Wolfii in that. But, I have no friends when it comes to moderating, so we'll see, AJ. We'll just see, cheater.
It's pretty sketch. It's pretty sketch. I mean, imagine if I had, rainbow trucks or something. How sketchy that would be.
Well, then. We've got CringeyBabey, we got Wolfii. Let me just make sure. Yep, that's Wolfii. That's CringeyBabey. Everybody's in their right places. noUtility percent is on screen. I've done my part of the job. And I'm medicating because of the bad day I'm having, chronic fatigue syndrome. So I'm ready for this race if you are.
You know what? I feel like I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay, I'm going to do a countdown now. Hey, runners, get in your places right now.
That's right.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go!
And the runners are away. Every time a race starts, it's like, what am I going to say this time? Well, you're going to say the same thing you say every time, but maybe you could do it in a funny voice this time.
Oh, that's pretty creative. So now both into 1-3. Doing there.
All right. Wolfii pulling out a 6.3 out of 1-3 with a nice float over, and a 6.7 for CringeyBabey through the same level. Cringey is keeping up. I know what to expect from Wolfii. World record holder has pushed a lot of the categories of the game into new levels, come up with new methods, just like new movement in general, showed us just how fast you can run. So I expect a lot from Wolfii, but I don't know what to expect from Cringey, and seeing him just one level behind in the first 5 levels of the game, he's got something behind him here.
Yeah. Oh, actually, to be fair, I actually can see what the runners have vetoed to see. And so Cringey actually vetoed any percent. So, yeah, it was actually just chance that they got noUtility because they both vetoed any percent. So
this one was selected at random. That's actually interesting, like something we haven't talked about on the stream yet is what happens in the event that two runners veto the same category. How do we actually come to the conclusion of what they're going to run? And if we've got multiple categories left over after the veto selection, after the veto rounds, then it reverts to literally a random selection by a computer. We plug the numbers into... I'm trying to remember what's the... There's a British show that's got like a number weighing. We plug them into the number weighing PC, no. And we get out whatever, we just find out what they're going to run based on that.
I'm not British.
Yeah, I'm still feeling great today.
Cringy though, still following close behind. It did take a death earlier on 2-2, and it honestly wasn't if it wasn't for that, they'd actually be right behind. So
yeah,
both
and we
runners
just
actually doing pretty
saw
decent.
Wolfie in I believe it was 2-6 taking. It's one of those deaths where you can barely count it as a death because it's just kind of part and parcel with the setup. You come into these levels and you get that little weird truck hop kind of a thing, and you expect to take a death.
Oh, okay. Weirdly enough, Wolfie paused in the middle of a level, and I don't know why. Maybe it's to cheat. He's cheating. No.
So Wolfie into 210 at this point, coming up the hill, getting just a nice, kick, little nose grind rub. One of the things in Clustertruck that helps runners with their movement is that you get kind of what I feel is a magnetic effect when you run past the side of a truck at good speed. If you dip your face into it, you're going to get thrown up a little bit if you do it just right. And Wolfie used that to his benefit to push through 210 without any significant difficulties, given the fact that 210 is a rather difficult level.
Maybe the player has a bunch of magnets on the end of the hands and just goes ooh against the truck. I don't know.
Is that a cell phone and a whiteboard eraser? I know you said in a previous race you loved whiteboards. You've got an eraser for whiteboards?
My table is literally covered in whiteboard markers, and I have two giant whiteboards. I don't want to ruin the camera, but there's 2 giant whiteboards on my walls. So yeah, and I even have white eraser. I love whiteboards. I love it so much.
This man may have a problem, ladies and gentlemen. Wolfie into 3-9 here, coming through with a 11.2 second time. A very good time considering the fact that he did get hung up on a couple of trucks there. It's a subtlety and minutia, but I can recognize an 11.2 second time through 1-9 is not easy to get no matter what happens. Meanwhile, we've got, as Wolfie moves into Laser World, CringeyBabey is coming into 3-4 now. He's going to deal with this jump out to the left, and then he wants to bounce his face off the front of this sliding ice pillar there and just push into 3-4. Moving nice and quick here. Does he get the first try fall?
Oh,
he does.
3-5.
Very nice 3-5. Wolfie moving through 4-3, something like that. With a 10.8, again, a sub-11 second time through that level is very good in any category. And wow, gets all the speed out of 4-4 for a 7.9 second clear. CringeyBabey coming across the horizontal or the left to right logs there in 3-8, now into 3-9, a level that can be very problematic and perhaps a good method to just take a little bit of a mega jump to pop yourself over some of the early logs there, use levitation to push through. We see him coming out with a 12.0, and that's why I'm saying that 11.2 method that Wolfie pulled out earlier is, it's fast. It may just be a difference of 0.8 seconds, but to a speedrunner, that's a big difference in methodology, especially on that level. But both runners are now into Laser World. Wolfie doing the amazing, ridiculous crap that he does on 4.8 that just about pisses me off for how much trouble I have on 4.8. And moving into 4.9. Well, CringeyBabey struggles on the opening of Laser World. All of these lasers are completely random in their speed of movement, where they're going to be, every single characteristic of them. You just have to get lucky to come through there on a first try, so it takes CringeyBabey at least 2.
Wolfie heading into medieval now. Ooh, will he get hit by the hammers? Or...
Wow, that was some weird actual behavior on 5.1. Did you see that truck just like jump up at a sideways angle? I don't tend to see that. You see a lot of things happen in 5.1, but that is not one of them. Especially when you're moving at the speeds that Wolfie is, tends to put you past that kind of stuff. I think that was some weird and wacky RNG we just witnessed.
It really describes the entire game, honestly. Weird and wacky.
Ooh, Wolfie taking a little bit of a shove from the pusher on the right there, and it tries to get him again. This time he takes an earlier hop to avoid it. He's got just enough levitation to make it to the goal, push through 5.5. Meanwhile, CringeyBabey is coming into the middle portion of Laser World. 4.6 and 4.7 here tend to be problematic for most runners. But with the levitation, it is made a little bit easier. 4.7 in particular, quite a difficult level because of this choke point right in the middle that we were talking about in the previous race, and he just didn't have any trucks ahead and smartly just resets because there was probably no way of pulling that back. And in this load of the level, more of the trucks survive past that choke point, and that allows him to push through. 4.7, very RNG dependent.
Step on 4.8. Honestly, though, looking at that 4.7, what I noticed is that CringeyBabey I noticed that CringeyBabey noticed that he was out of levitation. And so, like, for me as a runner, even with a lot of experience, I still would have tried to use levitation despite it being ran out. So it's a very good move from CringeyBabey to realize, oh, I don't have levitation. Back up. So, yeah, it's just a really small thing. But it's what I noticed, at least. Pulling in from 4.10.
Pardon me, I'm not feeling great today.
Oh, no problem.
What did Wolfie just do on 6.2? My goodness, the man, he popped way up with a mega jump? Wolfie, I expect more of you. Expect him to run at full speed across the top of that truck, touch one foot down and move on out.
Maybe Wolfie is experiencing aging speedrunner syndrome. You know?
ASS? What do you... Wait a second. What did you just call Wolfie? I know you didn't intend that. That's what makes it even funnier.
The speedrunner is experiencing ass.
I think more of the
Can we make that canon? Can this be canon in the speedrunner lore?
I can't do that to
Seriously,
me while I'm
though.
supposed to be commentating, AJ.
Okay.
I do wonder about that, like those little signs and things like that. You know, what I would say is that this being Wolfie's second race in the competition so far, probably, you know, making some safer choices, taking some things that are more dependable as opposed to going for the fastest methods. I don't think he was too happy to come out of the first race that we had with a 25 and some minute RTA, or 25 minute some second RTA run in a category that he holds the world record in. Still a great run, but I just think he probably wasn't satisfied with that and looked back and saw, well, you know, go for some backups and you can bring it in faster. And maybe that's what we're seeing here today. Which, to say that, it's hard to tell the difference because Wolfie is just so damn fast and so skilled in this game that his backups look like primary strats.
Going for that giant leap.
And CringeyBabey dealing with the 5.10 right here, but he's got lots of speed, just looking for anything to land on there at the front. Yeah, it looks like he's got a very specific very specific angle that he, expects to come through here with. And he was trying to keep the speed and just keep moving. Looked at it and said, oh, I don't have enough. I guess I'm going to have to do this a little bit differently than usual. No, wow, he just sort of stays in the air and expects one of the poppers to pop for him, is what it looks like to me.
We should actually give him some advice on to not wait for the popper, because he actually could easily levitate to the goal from the trucks there, and without having to wait either.
With the levitation, yeah. You remember to do that at the end, because, I'm not going to.
Oh, but the differences though between these runners right now, I just realized
Wolfie just pulled in a sub 20 clear of what was that, 7-7? 7-7 with a 19.9 there, and I noted that he didn't turn around, he didn't abate his forward velocity, he controlled his velocity in a very specific way so that he could move forward without losing any speed. Very oddly going around the outside on 7-8 here.
I would have ran out of levitation otherwise and died, so...
But he does manage to stick to the blower and pull it back, regen some levitation, and push to the goal, but that is an odd one. I've played with methods like that for weird IL strategies, but I've never seen anybody bring it to a race or to a PB attempt on the leaderboards.
Yeah. Let's see if Wolfie goes for the 7-10 strat. Oh.
He does. Oh, but he gets kicked back out. What he's looking for there is if you get slammed into the side of the trucks by the blower, you can get a second or two of invulnerability to the blower, which allows you to move directly in and clear that level in about 10 seconds instead of having to wait for something like 16, I believe, 15 to 16 seconds to get it out.
Oh, now going in for the 8-3. Oh. And made it in. Both, it seems like a lot of runners are actually doing some form of, near the end of 8-3, they just take a little height boost and go over all the bars. I really need to do that for noAbility and noUtility. Do you do that, Ronan? For 8-3?
Yeah, my method for that is definitely based on my noAbility method, and at the end it's, I try and keep my speed, but it definitely involves a turning to the right and getting a little bit of a nose grind to get that extra lift, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, I must be experiencing some ass.
And Wolfie is, wow, taking some weird jumps here, dancing around on the trucks in, I believe this is 8-6, is it? Holds it together, and with the levitation, can continue pressing to goal, but just a little bit of, I think he got hit a little bit earlier than he wanted to by one of those trucks, put him out of sequence and had to recover, which he did admirably.
Oh, no, make it through.
CringeyBabey just barely catching the bottom of that level complete goal on 7-3.
Yeah, with almost no levitation left either. Talking about levitation, Wolfie going for the 8-8 levitation skip, which is pretty easy for the most part.
Yeah, I suppose everyone has their own timing for this, but just it makes me clench to see people use the levitation at a precisely different moment than I do. It's like I know exactly what I need to do and when I need to do it, and when I see someone else with different visual cues, I'm like, ew, this isn't gonna work.
This is wrong.
Oh, and Wolfie taking a death on 8-10 here, final level of Steampunk World, just trying to move through these gears, got just a little bit out of sequence again, took a weird hop at the beginning of the level, a little bit of a mega jump in order to clear the rest of these trucks, grind into the invisible hitbox, well, the hitbox that's there and just really shouldn't be, that allows you to keep running on the side of that gear to the left. Gears on both sides have that same hitbox.
Were you seeing how Wolfie was moving on 9-1? Do you think it's intentional? He's getting boost from the side of trucks. He's climbing the side of trucks and moving, doing movement that way. Is that intentional? I don't know. It's spooky stuff.
I actually didn't see it. Interesting moves here through 9-3, however, and just getting off of that truck that was about to get hit by the crucifix.
Nice flip,
Cringy Baby. And look at all the speed that Wolfie's got here in 9-4. Just taking a lot of... boy, it's been so long since I used that as a method. We found out that there are, the faster way is to just keep running and taking late jumps off of these trucks in general. So it's been so long since I've thought about doing it, I can barely remember the term for, running along the side of the truck. Which I guess is what you were talking about earlier in 9-1.
Yeah, but he was doing it in a way that actually made him gain speed, which I thought was interesting. So it was a really weird setup. I don't know how to explain it, but it's not something I'm familiar with.
And here he is in 9-7. A lot of speed at the beginning in order to skip past a lot of that RNG. But with levitation, this level is considerably easier for a runner of Wolfie's skill level. So as he comes into the late game here, CringeyBabey is moving into the beginning of World 8, forgetting to turn around on the goal level. But we've got Wolfii coming into 9-9 now. So one level away from the end, climbing the chain, taking a little bit of a wait here, which is what I've always done, but I don't know. When I watch Wolfie's runs, I just expect him to, go for anything and everything and have some method that keeps him going faster than, than everybody else in the game. Here he is in 9-10, going for and getting on the first try. But he does not hit the button. He gets the pause bounce, but he didn't quite hit it from the side there. Has it again in 2 more attempts. Can't get all the way up to the button, so he's going for the backup, coming around, finding his way into the button, hitting it from the side, taking the fail skip ending, and that's Wolfii through noUtility in sub 18 minutes. We have a winner for this race.
Sub 18 Gs. Wolfie, chill. Chill.
And CringeyBabey in 8-6, getting ready to dance on the tops of these trucks for us. Gonna take one more jump. Nope, gonna take one more after that. He's actually gonna touch pretty much all of the trucks here except for the final one and move into goal. A safe method. I wouldn't know where or how much you could get away with because I haven't run noUtility % enough, or at all, potentially. But, with levitation, I do expect to see the runners taking that, heading for the goal a little bit earlier, knowing how much time that they can spend in the air without having to worry about, with the dying and the hitting the ground and stuff, because you could hit a button and you stay in the air. Quit flipping, Cringe. Oh, good God. No. Okay. Out of levitation.
You getting hit by a truck?
Spinning around to try and stay alive. Oof. And he's still just got half his usual levitation. Absolutely. That'll teach you.
You never syndrome off of that.
Now into 8-9, taking a little mega jump there and pushing through to the goal with the levitation. And into 8-10, difficult level for any runner.
Ronan, please help me. I just realized showing off syndrome, if you get rid of the it's the SS. What have I done? No.
What?
Never mind.
What?
Yeah, SS. Never mind. Never mind. Don't think about it. Okay, heading off into 9-1.
I'll just and now into Hell World. Moving through, we've got
no issues here.
And just taking a little bit of a pull back there on 9-1 to make sure that he gets out with it. Into 9-2, looking for a bit of speed, bit of a kickoff of at least one of these trucks on the side of the hill. Out of levitation now, keeping a lot of speed. Oh, out of levitation again, pulling back again. A lot of backups we're seeing here, but the backups are keeping CringeyBabey alive as he runs through hell. Ooh. Turning around and coming back to catch that truck and then getting slapped around quite a bit by one of those crucifixes, and he's out of levitation. even in those situations when you've got levitation either as an any percent or a noUtility runner, even when things are going wrong, you've got to preserve and protect the amount of lev that you've got, because it's the only thing that's really going to pull you out of it. And he just overspent in panic.
Lev that we protect.
He also attack, but he do protect.
Geez, this level 9. Wait, I think 9-4 is just always so chaotic. I think it even depends on your refresh rate or frame rate too, on how chaotic that level is. It's not fun in my opinion.
I could believe that, and I've wondered just how much refresh rate impacts like minor levels of RNG, because both of us have seen enough runs, AJ, you and I, to know that the RNG is pretty much the same for everybody. But I do wonder about that, knowing that the frame rate dictates so much in terms of the movement of lasers in Laser World. If there are other places in the game where it's having some kind of subtle effect.
Yeah, and honestly, as a game developer, right, all you need to do to fix that is just multiply by time, delta time, and then boom, it's not dependent on your frame rate anymore. It's such a very, very simple solution, but it was just a bit of an oversight, I guess, by the developers.
Well, and I think I feel like I know that in the early development and certain betas and things like that, they were just relying a lot on frame rate for extra RNG features. So I think by the end of the release, they had pulled most of it out and gone to something different to seed their RNG. But I believe using frame rate was one of their major, things for seeding RNG. Or at least for controlling certain elements in the game. Maybe not seeding RNG, but controlling the timing of certain events.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's interesting because Unity already has like random stuff, and so Unity itself actually used to do RNG based on that. But yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah, that's entirely possible.
But heading into let's see if you can just levitate to. Ooh, okay, there's an interesting usage of levitation almost right now actually. But
CringeyBabey in 9-10 now, looking for a pause bounce off the front of this truck. He gets something, not quite what he'd want, but it can get him to the corner there, the armpit of Satan, one of them anyway, and now through the other armpit of Satan. Just wants to move fluidly up to the top, and then find himself a way in at this button from the side, going to the outside, coming back and hitting it, and we've got a clear in about 23:42.
That number. Oh, my focus, please. Come back.
Wow. I'm just looking over at my stats here for the end of this race. 52 viewers. How are we get 52 viewers over here? Clustertruck speedrunning. A new era. People are watching. What?
What? Back here for CringeyBabey.
But a very good run from both runners. Curious to find out what CringeyBabey's PB, if they have one in noUtility, is, and also to find out pretty much anything else about CringeyBabey, as they failed to fill out the color commentary sheet that I so deftly created before the event. Or maybe they didn't and we just lost it. I don't know.
Hello, both of you while you're unmuted. Or I'm deafened. Yeah, no, both. CringeyBabey, do you have anything to say? If you could.
I didn't do great, but I did better than I expected. So
Do you have a PB in this category currently?
Yeah, I think it was like 22 minutes. So. Could have been more.
By IGT or RTA?
I think RTA. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it was a pretty good run, and you're absolutely right. Running up against Wolfii in this category in particular, he's going to be a killer for most runners that he comes up against. There's only there's a handful of people who he might slip up enough to lose to. Isn't that right, Wolfii? Very good run from you today. What did he come out with? 18 and something?
It was 1755, I believe.
1755. Is that RTA or IGT?
Yeah, RTA.
How did you feel about the run?
1715. I messed up on like roughly 7 levels, but other than that, every level went how my strats are.
Yeah, AJ and I were, commenting. We saw, it felt like some of your level clears were sort of from the beginning were more backups, or I don't know. We were watching a couple of levels and saying it looks like Wolfie's actually playing safe in some of these levels. Was that a consideration for you?
Well, I have backups for most of my strats because they don't always go plan, so I just do that on the run. And but some levels, if I mess up my initial movement, then I play it safer.
Yeah, you actually had a number of worlds, a number of levels started for you a little bit awkwardly. You got weird pops and weird first jumps and things, and we saw you pulling a lot back from those and doing so very well. But yeah, good run from both of the runners here today in noUtility percent. Interesting, just a fun run to watch. And unless anybody has anything else to say, I suppose we've come to the end of day 6 of these races.
It was a good race.
The day is.
Do you have anything you want to draw for us before we wrap up, AJ?
I mean, not really. I will say that Wolfie, you have a lot of bloodshots in your eyes, so I don't know what that means per se, but yeah, I mean, this is you, I think, and CringeyBabey, this is.
I don't know about
you have
that.
like you have the TikTok logo and a baby. I don't know. How do you feel about that?
I think that's pretty fitting.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'm glad.
That's more like a werewolf than like a normal wolf.
Well.
Wolfie, something I want you to go ahead and ask AJ about, but after the run here is just ask him about aging speedrunner syndrome. And that brings us to the end of this event here. I'll just start some shit up before we go out. Thank you all for tuning in. We hope to see you back here next weekend when we'll have another set of races scheduled for you. Keep your eye on the leaderboards over at challenge.com. Challenge, but with an O instead of an E. Link will be in chat shortly for you to see when the next race is going to be. We keep it loose in order to accommodate the runners and, me and AJ and Noah, who's been organizing this event. But thank you all for coming out and for sticking with us through this event. More to come in future. I am the Ronan Paul.
I am the AJ.
He's the AJ. We'll see you next time.
That's crazy.
Us out.
Yeah.
Where's the button that takes us out, AJ? Where did you put
it's
the button
one.
that takes us out? Oh, there it is. Thank you.
It's that one.
I see it now. Jesus. Like having a wife.